So this is a little bit different. This is a different take on the change of fortune, kind of taking enemies out during the villain phase. And so instead of like using our retaliates, defending, repost, all of those cards, we're actually going to be leaning into the more attack events, which we can trigger during the villain phase, and then up the damage output with his charge counter so that we can make sure to take out a minion. So let's talk about the deck and see how that works. So we've got a ally lineup. We got Warpath. Warpath allows us to play a event with the hero action ability from our hand, paying its cost after Warpath defends against an attack. So he comes in with toughness, and so that's going to be any of our attack events. Royal Flush, it's going to be charge card, and this is going to be ways that we can take out the minion in the villain phase. Warpath still confuses me. I have not used Warpath very frequently at all, so I'm hoping that this gets a little bit more use out of him. But yeah, so after he defends against an enemy attack, play an event with a hero action from your hand paying its cost. And so we're going to use charge card, Royal Flush to take out minions. Can't stay too long. Just want to say hi. Hope you're having a great day and enjoy. Awesome. Thank you so very much. We've got Professor X to help with some thwarting, Nick Fury to help with some thwarting. The other thing here is that we're not going to be doing a ton of defending against the villain. We're going to rely on standard ways of protecting our hero, i.e. jump blocking, to take care of the villain. There's a couple other tricks we have in here, but we're going to have a lot of jump blocking. Jocasta is going to be able to grab us probably natural agility just to kind of get those charge counters. Those are really, really good. Ironheart, Daredevil, Iceman. Iceman is going to stun any of those minions that come out with a Come Get Me Bub. And Come Get Me Bub is going to be our minion summoning so that we can grab those minions in order to take them out during the villain phase. We're running 2 copies of Change of Fortune, mainly because this is actually a fairly large deck. It's about 46 cards. This is the first time I played it. And so I think after this I may try and trim some stuff. I don't have a super good grasp on what exactly needs to be cut out, but this is going to increase the consistency of drawing into Change of Fortune. And then here are the attack events that we're going to be playing. So we've got Counter Punch. So after your hero defends against an enemy attack, deal damage to your enemy equal to your hero's attack. And Gambit's ability to be able to throw the card to spin charge counters to increase the damage output. We can spend 1, 2, however many, so that we can take out the minion. And if we're defending with his 3 defense, we're probably not taking too much damage. And so Counterpunch is going to be able to take him out, triggering Change of Fortune. We got First Hit, same concept here. When a minion initiates an attack, deal 2 damage. Charge counters can pump that up. Got Powerful Punch, same idea. Probably don't need to do any charge counters here. The nice thing about Powerful Punch versus First Hit and Counterpunch is you do first hit, first time ever, maybe, I don't know, as you do become the defender, and we do have like an unflappable and stuff in here. Other ways that we are going to protect ourselves, we got Energy Barrier. So Energy Barrier, whenever you take any amount of damage, remove a counter from here to prevent the damage and deal a damage. So now we can use this to set up so that we don't have to spend our charges. So villain attacks us, potentially we just take that undefended. The villain's going to be hitting us for 4. We can, if we have all of our energy barriers out, we can use the energy barriers to kind of set up some damage pings so that whenever we do defend, we can take them out. And then we have electrostatic armor. We're probably defending a lot more against those minions. Add that ping. So an electrostatic armor counterpunch takes out a 3 health minion. Got Hard Knocks, which is going to be one of our villain defense system, our villain defense paths. So gives us a tough status card if we take. I don't actually know if I want that card in here. I'm going to cut this card. I don't want this card in here, because then we're taking out the minions before the villain phase, which is the exact opposite of what we want to do. Plus with more like Siege, it doesn't work. We do have a Never Back Down. Never Back Down is a way to stun the villain whenever we don't take damage, preventing us from needing to defend against him next turn. Unflappable, X-Jet, and the doubles. So that's kind of the idea of the deck, using attacks that we can play outside of our turn in order to trigger Change of Fortune, rather than just relying on kind of the defensive events flow like water, that kind of stuff that we've been playing around with earlier. So I'm interested. We'll see. I'm also like, I really want Warpath to work. So here we are. Those who have tried, how are we feeling about Nightcrawler? I'm gonna. Oh, I also. It's 2 modular sets. I chose Mr. Hyde and Band of Badoon just to flood the deck with some minions. I'm gonna put the routed environment into place. Set the Hyde treachery in each Morlock ally aside. Shuffle the villains together to create the top card. Love Nightcrawler. Nice. Do you have a favorite aspect with him, Devin? Alrighty. I haven't played more like Siege in a while. Aggression. I think yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing an aggression game today with Nightcrawler. I think aggression is the best match for him. Absolutely love Nightcrawler. Hey, Spider. Protection is easily my favorite, but I really enjoy Uncanny Go All Out leadership. Yeah, the Go All Out was a really cool strategy. Alrighty, we're gonna shuffle these. Without looking. We got Vertigo. Vertigo on side B. When Vertigo attacks you or an ally you control, choose to either stun the character you control with the highest attack, or she gets +2 for the attack. She comes in with 12 hit points, and she's a 3/1. Haven't tried him yet, but probably will today. He seems to be definitely like your speed vibe. Nice. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. I like him a lot. Knock, knock. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 knock counter here. Then if there are at least 3 knock counters here, advance to stage 2A. It starts with 1, and we thread out at 6. We do want to let it progress via knock counters, because then our Morlocks are going to get some extra little buffs in terms of toughness. Yeah, I think we're going to try a aggression and I was going to say protection. Probably a justice. I think we'll go aggression and justice today. I am really enjoying Change of Fortune. I think Change of Fortune is just such a really fun card. We are looking for Change of Fortune. We are looking for what are we looking for? What are any build cards, I guess? Come Get Me Bub. Yeah, Come Get Me Bub is great. Come Get Me Bub is great. Come Get Me Bub with Drax seems really cool. Yeah, that would be a good old hero new trick. Alrighty, let's see what we got. We got Electrostatic Armor. We got Warpath, Change of Fortune, Counterpunch first hit, and a charge card. Okay, we're gonna definitely mulligan these 3. I think we're gonna keep Warpath in the absurd potential that we draw into a couple doubles. I still don't think we would be able to play him. If we draw 2 doubles, we wouldn't be able to play everything. Has anyone tried Nightcrawler and Voltron leadership with all the X-Men allies? Get out allies, defend, and let the allies do the work. I tried. What was the? No, I haven't. I haven't. It sounds cool. It sounds cool. Let him. Yeah, get him to protect. I think we're gonna keep Warpath. We got a strength. We got an energy. Oh my gosh, it happened. And a never back down. Alrighty. That's really funny. I think we'll probably play the Change of Fortune, then play the Electrostatic Armor next turn, and drop the Warpath around this turn. Let's go Thief Extraordinaire to the main. Mainly, we want some information on what's going to be next. If you control a more like ally, choose to either deal 1 damage to it or spend a resource of any type. That's what we're going to choose. We're going to get a 1 boost, which will thwart down here. And now we know that we're going to get a 1 boost. So we're going to be attacked for probably 4. So let's flip up. We got Gambit. We're going to charge the card. Get ourselves one of those nice counters. Let's go ahead and play Warpath. Warpath comes in with toughness. Use our 2 doubles to do that. And then we are going to... Or actually, you know what? We should play Electrostatic Armor. Change of Fortune doesn't do anything, but I do probably see ourselves thwarting. Or, I'm sorry, defending against Vertigo's attack. So we might as well use the Electrostatic Armor to get a ping damage there. Yeah. Alright, let's go Electrostatic Armor. When we defend against an attack, we get to deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. Stand up. We're going to hang on to Change of Fortune. We got Rogue. Nice. Come get me, bub. Creole Charmer. And a Natural Agility. Ooh, that Natural Agility is going to be beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're going to start. We're going to place 1 threat on the main, as well as one of those knock counters. Really creepy. Really, really creepy. Vertigo is going to attack. We're going to give her a +2 attack. Actually, I guess we could stun Warpath if we wanted to. Nah, we know what's happening. So we're going to go +2 attack. She's going to attack. I'm going to defend using a Natural Agility. When you would defend and it gets an attack, place a charge counter on Gambit. You get +1. So we're defending for 5. +1. We take no damage. Electrostatic Armor will retaliate. Hey, Wood Dog, how's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's going to make Rogue super cheap. Let's go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Our encounter card is Exhaustion. Surge. Exhaust our identity. Joke's on you. I'm already exhausted. Dark Designs. No. We're going to lose this. We're going to lose this main. Dang it. Vertigo scheming for 3, 4. Oh, we didn't lose the main. Look at us. Look at us go. Sup, Romeo? Ooh, is this Change of Fortune? Yeah, this is Change of Fortune Gambit. Focus not necessarily around defending, but using like first hits, Warpath, and attack events in the villain phase to take out minions. So that's kind of the idea. We probably could have let that attack go through. We would have been exhausted regardless, but we could have let the attack go through knowing that we could have healed with Come Get Me, bub. But here we are. Okay. We are going to get a charge counter. Go up to 3. We're going to use a Creole Charmer to play Rogue. She comes in with toughness. We're going to use Come Get Me, bub, to play Change of Fortune. And then we're going to use Rogue to thwart this down to 3. If we lose the main, we lose the main. I've only played Nightcrawler and Protection so far, but I've managed to beat Expert Claw a couple of times with him now. Yeah, that's yeah, absolutely. Especially with Protection, because I think a lot of the threat that Claw throws at you in Expert is Molecular Acceleration. Another Natural Agility, let's freaking go, is the threat. And I think Expert Protection, or Protection, that gets a little dangerous. We've got X-Jet, Gambit's Guild Armor, Change of Fortune, and Natural Agility. If we can play that Natural Agility again. Oof, nice. I'm gonna go 1 knock, knock, 2 knocks. We are going to defend using our Natural Agility. So we are defending for 7. If this activation is an attack against Overkill, good defense there. We take no damage. Our Electrostatic Armor will ping 1, taking the villain down to 10. Our encounter card is Badoon Grunt. After Badoon Grunt engages you, if there are no other minions engaged with you, deal yourself 1 face-down encounter card. That's going to be Guild Business as an alter ego action. We can exhaust Remy to spend a lightning resource to remove this from the game. I like that less. I like that less. Let's go ahead and get a charge counter. We're going to start by doing that. We can progress. If we progress, she's going to scheme on an 8, and I don't like that. I feel like I want to confuse Vertigo. The other thing that I forgot to mention during the deck build section is his staff. Really good at ping damage to take out minions. We don't need to thwart the main. The main is fine. I think we're gonna suffer through this guild business. Molecular acceleration and change of fortune will play a X-Jet. That's gonna get us another counter. We can exhaust the X-Jet to generate a wild resource, which we will do for a Gambit's guild armor, which is after we defend against an attack. If we take no damage, we get to ready. I used his staff to end a 3-player. Oh, that's sick. That's so much fun. Let's go Rogue. Throw 2 damage into Vertigo. Good evening, Pets on the Rocks. How's it going? Okay. We're going to hang on to guild business. We'll flip down. Potentially there's a world in which we grab a change of, or not a change of fortune, a Creole Charmer, and clear the main next turn to get a confuse, and we're safe on the guild business. But I think we're going to have to eat this extra encounter card. We've got another molecular acceleration and an energy barrier. Powerful punch. Nice. First hit. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 2, 4. And come get me, bub. Alrighty. We're going to add a threat here, add a knock counter, and then knock, knock. We're going to stage 2. When revealed, each player puts 1 set-aside Morlock ally into their play. 2 instead if it is true solo. Shuffle the Hide Treachery into the encounter deck. If the previous stage was advanced by knock counters, give each Morlock a tough status card. Good morning! My LGS forgot to order your Nightcrawler. No! That's so sad. Oh, I'm sorry. Did they order it now? Like, is it on its way? We got 2 toughs there. Mutant Massacre comes in with 0. We can exhaust a Morlock ally to shuffle Hide from the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Then if there are 3 villains under routed, we win the game. Okay. So Vertigo is going to attack for... And all undefended attacks go against Morlocks. So when an enemy attacks you, it attacks a Morlock you control instead. We do have a first hit to hit the Badoon Grunt. I'm trying to figure out if I want to exhaust to defend with Gambit or not. I don't know what Rogue would be doing if I did that. I guess if I don't exhaust with Gambit, I can use the Creole Charmer, which there is not actually a valid target for the Creole Charmer unless we draw one. I was like, where's he at? Slow pause in the clip. Oh, we just ordered. No! My local board game store does not even have it listed yet. Oh, that's sad. Hopefully soon. Alrighty. Let's just toss Rogue in front of this one. So it's going to be, we're going to give her the plus 2, plus 3, or just like that. Rogue is going to, oof. It's all good. Alrighty. Oh, there's a Star Wars token under my mat, which was causing it to be like weird. Played a Star Wars game with Astrodar, the author of the Alter Ego Chronicle, yesterday. Badoon Grunt is going to attack. We're going to first hit this Badoon Grunt. We don't need to spend any charge counters, and that's going to activate Change of Fortune to draw us into a charge card and a charge card. Alrighty, there you go. I wish those were lightning because I want to throw energy barrier onto the table and not use it to get rid of guild business. I can always bamf another day. First card is Mirardin Ain't Easy. Win reveal, place one threat here for each villain under routed. So that's going to be 3. That's nice. There's an Amplify, which means I probably am not going to be able to flip down. I think we're just going to have to eat this until we confuse Vertigo. We got a Badoon Sentry with Retaliate 1. Nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to eat this guild business. I don't see myself surviving a scheme of 4 plus a boost. All right. What does that mean? That means we're gonna get a charge counter, go up to 7. I'm gonna use a molecular acceleration to play an energy barrier, and that's gonna give us another charge counter to go up to 8. We are at full health, which is kind of funny. We could play charge card, but if we... Okay, what we're going to do... Oh yeah, we actually have Morlocks. Morlocks can do things. They're not just useless. They're not Robert Kelly. I do kind of like keeping their tough, though. This is the hard part about Gambit, is trying to figure out what your thwarting plan is. We do have a charge card which we could play to take out Badoon Sentry with a Warpath defend against Vertigo. I think that's probably the route we're going to go. And then if we do that, we're really not doing anything this round, which is kind of fine. I mean, that's... We could play a charge card against Vertigo. I think we might as well, right? So charge card playing Vertigo. We'll spend 1 counter to make it 2 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have Gambit. Thwart for 1 here. Take this down to 2. I think we're going to accept the Amplify 1 round. We've already missed 1 Dark Design, so the threat of drawing into a Dark Designs is pretty low. Plus, even if we draw a 3 boost, we would lose on a Dark Design scheme. But I think I'd rather keep my Morlock tough. My phone is almost dead. Could Gambit let go of the card and charge my phone real quick? Ah, that'd be sick. All right, we're going to stand up. We got charge card, Genius, Unflappable, Nicholas Fury, and a Jocasta. 2, 4, 5. I'm going to go 1 threat here. Vertigo is going to attack. We will go ahead and give her the +2. We're going to defend with the Warpath. So it's going to be 3, 4. So it's just 4. After Warpath defends against an attack, play an event from your hand, paying its cost. We're going to use a Genius to play charge card. We're going to spend 1 to give it +1 to take out the Badoon Sentry. And that's going to trigger Change of Fortune to draw us 2 cards. Got an Energy Barrier and a Gambit Staff. Now we're going. Hello, Gorismo. How's it going? I messaged you on the member page, but I filmed Gorismo's member request a game yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't remember. Warpath the trigger Change of Fortune goes kind of hard. I think it's pretty cool. I've wanted to make Warpath work for a long time, and I just haven't gotten the stars to align. Hey, thanks for the follow, the girly man. But yeah, Gurismo did a Gambit Jubilee combo against Escape the Museum, and not to spoil anything, but by the end of the game, Gambit I think probably had 20 cards on the table. It's so sick. We got Mr. Hyde. When revealed, if Calvin Zybo is engaged with the player, discard him. Mr. Hyde engages that player, give him a tough status card, and deal him 1 damage to. Okay. So he's a 1/3/10. In the midst of chaos. We got 3 on that one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alrighty, we do have some tough Morlocks, so we can use them to soak some of these attacks, I guess. Try killing him during the villain stage. I mean, like, a Warpath defending here, triggering a Royal Flush would do it, right? Because Royal Flush is going to be 9. If we can just throw 1 damage on him, we're good. We're going to get a charge counter. Or actually, we can Gambit Staff, and then Royal Flush takes Mr. Hyde out completely. We're going to hang on to Gambit Staff. What I think we're going to do is go X-Jet, Energy Barrier, Jocasta, and an Unflappable to play Nick Fury. We're going to draw Ironheart, Creole Charmer, and a Come Get Me Bub. And I think at this point, we can Creole Charmer to save the main. So we will do that. I don't think it's worth hanging on to Nick as a blocker. Yeah, we're just going to toss these 2. We still don't have an energy for this, but here we are. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So Nick is going to go ahead and thwart down Muradin, and it's easy. It's going to give him 1 damage there. We are going to flip down to Remy, because we'll be able to set our encounter card. We're going to target the main. Go ahead and use Thief Extraordinaire. So we got Master Plan and a Badoon Sentry. We're going to take the Badoon Sentry and remove 2 threat from here. And we're going to use Ironheart and Come Get Me Bub to play a Creole Charmer. It's going to remove 3 threats from here. Since it removed the last threat, it will confuse Vertigo. Sick. We do have Gambit Staff that we can we'll play next round. Just realized he's also a Master of Evil minion. Definitely not playing him with that mod set. Oh yeah, he's also a brute. All right, and then Rhinos are brute. So like the scheme where he can't take damage if a brute enemy is in play is really cool. Okay, Gambit Staff, give me a lightning. There's a Royal Flush. Iceman. Daredevil. Royal Flush. Oh, we get 1 more card too. Nice. Never back down. We're going to go 1. Confuse. Mr. Hyde will scheme for 1. And we got a Badoon Sentry. And Badoon Assassin. We're good. But the Badoon Assassin is amazing because the Badoon Assassin we can easily take out with an Energy Barrier. Gambit Staff. Anything like that is going to allow us to just take him out with that 1 health. So that's pretty sweet. It is a little dangerous to leave Mr. Hyde out just because of the mod set that interacts with it, but alrighty. We're gonna exhaust Remy, discard Royal Flush to get rid of guild business. Thank goodness that is gone. Nick is gone. Okay. Let's flip up to hero form. Let's go Iceman and a Never Back Down to play a Daredevil. Daredevil will thwart 2 off the main. Then we're going to use a Royal Flush to play Gambit Staff. Okay. I like the idea of building there. We do have 2 tough Morlocks, so we should be okay. Let's get a counter before we forget. And then let's draw 2, 4, 5. Another encounter card. Even though we take out the hazard, we still have a hazard. We have a Daredevil, which can block a Vertigo attack. We have, I mean, if we draw into a Royal Flush, there's a chance that we just take out Mr. Hyde this round. We'll know that information. Yeah, sweet. Okay. So we got Powerful Punch, Energy Barrier, Counter Punch, the Thieves Guild, and Professor X. So we do have a Powerful Punch. We can take out the Badoon Sentry, the Badoon Assassin. I think the Badoon Assassin is a really easy one to take out this round, so we might as well just do that. And then we don't have to worry about playing Powerful Punch. We can drop Professor X and throw that Confused back on Vertigo. I don't know if I necessarily have a plan to flip back down to Alter Ego, but it's a safety net. Okay, let's go 1 here. Vertigo is going to attack. We will give her +2. We're going to trigger Gambit Staff to hit the Badoon Assassin. That's going to trigger Change of Fortune to draw us into Creole Charmer and a Royal Flush. So we could take out Mr. Hyde right now if we wanted to. Actually, we could not because this is only 9 damage. We're going to defend with Daredevil. It's going to be 3, 4. There goes Daredevil. We got a Badoon Sentry here who is going to attack. And I don't want to just lose the... Just saw the announcement that Deadpool and Wolverine is out on DVD. Oh, okay. Oh, on October 1st? Sweet. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. So I need to watch it October 1st. I've heard such good things about it, though. I think I can I play Professor X and Royal Flush? I can. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Warpath is going to defend the Badoon Sentry. Warpath will take 1 damage. We will trigger the response to go X-Jet, Powerful Punch, Creole Charmer to play Royal Flush. We're gonna spend 3 counters to deal 9 damage here. And then we get a counter back. Mr. Hyde is going to attack. We will defend, which does take Mr. Hyde out. Gambit's Guild Armor will ready Gambit. Deadpool and Wolverine is the only good if you like action. Yeah. Which I do. So, okay, I was pretty happy with that. We only triggered Change of Fortune once, but we don't have Mr. Hyde anymore. We got Hyde. Surge. Give a Morlock ally a tough status card. I remember. That's why you need to knock that tough off. That's why. Surge is into a Badoon Warlord with Overkill. Nowhere is safe. We're going to place 1 pursuit counter, then discard an upgrade or a support that we control. Pass. And it's good action in here. Nice. Good. I don't want to discard an upgrade or a support I control. I think very potentially it could be the Guild Armor. Okay, so I think in any scenario that is not more like Siege, it would be the Guild Armor. Because we have other defensive options, but we need to defend to protect our Morlocks. And so I may keep the Guild Armor just already. We have a full deck. We could go Energy Barrier. Let's go Energy Barrier. We have more Energy Barriers. We have... Yeah. Grumble. Okay. Sweet. We're gonna use a Thieves Guild Energy Barrier and Counterpunch to play the Professor himself to confuse Vertigo. And then X will go ahead and thwart down the main. We're going to remember to get a charge counter. We're going to throw 2 damage to the Badoon Warlord, which means that a Electrostatic Armor and a Gambit Staff can take him out. So we're setting that up, and then this 1 is honestly like a nice like little farm for Warpath. And we'll block X there. Okay. Stand up. Come get me, bub. Change of Fortune. First hit. First hit also works. We're standing up. We might as well. We got a counterpunch. Come get me, bub. 2, 4, 5. We got 1. Vertigo is going to attack. We'll give her +2. X is going to jump in front. It does gain overkill, so she's attacking for 4. We'll take 2 damage. First blood. Oh, I'm going to have shuffled a hide back in there. I don't know if I should have. We can shuffle hide using just by exhausting. And then we're going to throw 1 damage here. This is retconning a little bit, but shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Badoon Warlord is going to attack. We will go ahead and Gambit Staff to deal 1. We will defend, which will deal the last 2 to knock it out. Change of Fortune triggers, drawing us into a charge card and a Come Get Me Bub. We got 3 Come Get Me Bubs, which is good because we could honestly just take out the Sentry. This. Oh, and then Guild Armor readies us. We could take out the Badoon Sentry with like a first hit and then charge it up to deal 4 damage. And we don't have to worry about the Badoon Sentry. Then we can use Come Get Me Bub to get another minion. I think, yeah. 7 charge counters. Oh my. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and use a Come Get Me Bub to first hit when Badoon Sentry initiates an attack. We're going to spend 2 charge counters to take 4 damage to take him out. 1 encounter card is a Sinister Strike. I'm going to add a counter, and then he's going to attack. We're going to give him +2. We're going to let it go into this Morlock. It gets +0. So 4 soaks the tough. Also, this Morlock attacked a retaliated enemy, so we need 1 there. With Change of Fortune, Protection can get... Yeah. It's a little nasty. I think I'm enjoying this version of Change of Fortune where I'm using the attack events to deal those damage more so than I am like kind of setting it up, because I think like the perfect defense, how much fun it is not the strongest like way to play out there, mainly because it's so slow. Change of Fortune is also pretty slow. And so like getting this and you're kind of going in 2 routes, it gives you a lot more options. I really like it. Hey Nelson, quick question. I love your MCCU. Why did you stop doing that? Time. It's coming back. Yeah, it is coming back. So I'm hoping to, I've said, yeah, I think once Nightcrawler hype dies down, I'll get it back out. But really it's just time, because during the summer it was insane. I was traveling a lot of stuff, but it's on a temporary hiatus. Okay, sweet. It is encounter card. Nope, encounter card with Sinister Strike. Sweet. It is our turn. Let's get one of those sweet charge counters. Let's play Come Get Me Bub for the first time. Discard cards until we get a minion, Calvin Zabo. It is put into play, which I think is the most important part of this card. So it does not trigger the when revealed. When defeated, search the encounter deck and discard pile from Mr. Hyde and put him into play engaged with the player. Yikes. We get to heal 2, and we get a tough status card. So that's kind of cool. The Black Panther one where you could use Killmonger, and on the one, I did like that one. That one was a lot of fun. Sweet, yeah. Yeah, I need to. I'll put that back on the whiteboard. The whiteboard is what I live and die from, so I will remember to do it. We could charge card to take out Calvin. I think honestly we probably want to do that because if we take out Calvin in the villain phase, Mr. Hyde is just going to attack immediately. So I think we don't want that to happen. So I think we're just going to take out, and we could push Vertigo. That being said, Vertigo is not bad. And she's confused, so we at least want to take one trip down to Alter Ego before Vertigo leaves play. So we're just going to use a Come Get Me Bub and a Change of Fortune to play a charge card. We're not going to charge it up. We're just going to knock out Zabo. What's up, Griffin? How's it going? And we're going to go get Mr. Hyde. He's back. I want a Hall of Heroes in protection. We're going to go ahead and throw 2 damage here. We have an X-Jet. Does anyone need an X-Jet? Oh, sorry, I'm not playing multiplayer. I'm working. I don't wanna. I want to go back to bed. Nice. Well, how about let's compromise and we just hang out and experience Marvel Champions together. Stand up. Let's get one of those. We're going to hang on to Counter Punch. Honestly, we could Counter Punch Vertigo. And if we Counter Punch Vertigo, then we get a double activation. Was I supposed to put? No. Mutant Slayers is a suggested. It's not a required mod set. We would get double activated, which is not the most appealing. We do have a tough, but those are going to go against Morlocks. We could Gambit's Guild Armor. No, I think we need to take out Mr. Hyde before we push Vertigo, because we would get an attack, Mr. Hyde attack. That's a lot. So we're going to actually toss Counterpunch and hopefully draw into a Royal Flush, which we can use to take out Mr. Hyde. But a Counterpunch is only going to do 5 damage, 6 damage, 7 damage, so we would be 1 short of a Mr. Hyde. Unless we throw... If we use Morlock to attack Mr. Hyde, we can take out Mr. Hyde using a Counterpunch. Let's do that. Morlock is going to deal 1 damage here, take him up to 3. And then we will stand up. We're going to hang on to Counterpunch. And we got Counterpunch, Nick Fury, Unflappable. Natural Agility is pretty sweet. Jocasta. Okay. We're going to go 1 here. Vertigo is going to attack. We're going to give her +2. We're going to defend. Gambit Staff will deal 1 damage here. Defend with a natural agility. That's going to get us here. We're going to defend for, what is that, 10? She's attacking for 3, 4, 5. We take no damage, so the Guild Armor gets to ready us up. Mr. Hyde is going to attack. We will defend again with Gambit, playing a Counter Punch. And we are going to charge it up with 3 counters. So this is going to deal 5 damage. And then Electrostatic Armor is going to deal 1. Also, Electrostatic Armor deals 1 here. So that's going to take out Mr. Hyde. Change of Fortune triggers, drawing us into a Powerful Punch and an Ironheart. Honestly, I am loving this deck. I think I am a little biased with Change of Fortune coming in the opening hand. But I think the deck is working, honestly, a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be a little gimmicky, but again, this is the first play. But It's kind of cool. I like a Gambit a lot in this game. I want to try him in different aspects, so I have a lot of luck running him in Justice. Justice is really good. I think, Gambit has a lot of really fun strategies. Try him in Aggression using Hone Technique. That's a fun build because you can like Hone Technique, charge counters, and just go insane. I thought this was going to be gimmicky. A lot of the old hero new tricks are gimmicky. Hey, Naris, how's it going? But this one does not seem as gimmicky as I thought it was going to be, which I'm here for. I'm here for. I want to kind of see this against Mutagen formula. All right, our encounter card is under fire. Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Back in action, give the villain a tough status card. Place threat on the main scheme equal to the number of villains under routed, which is 0. Then we've got push to the limit, attached to the villain. Nothing happens. But once we take out Vertigo, that's going to go away. But yeah, going back to Gambit Aggression with Hone Technique, 1x1, melee, you can just like get exactly precise damage, and it's a lot of fun. Hey, Harrison. Love your videos. Ever consider playing Marvel United on the channel? I definitely is not as deep as Marvel Champions. I don't even have Marvel United. It feels like one of those games that it's a little I'm a little scared to go down the rabbit hole in. But I think it's Marvel United seems really interesting. But I don't know if I've been able to. Yeah, I thought about it. I just don't have it. And I've played it one time. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Okay, we have a Nick Fury, which we're going to play. I think. Yeah, we're going to play Nick. We have an Unflappable, which we will also play. So let's go ahead and use X-Jet, these 3, to play Nick. And then at this point, we're going to take Vertigo out during the villain phase because we have a blocker. We have a blocker. And we lost Powerful Punch. Yeah, we're fine. Let's draw 3 cards. Strength, charge card, and an energy. Alrighty, we may just go. Speaking, let's go ahead and get one of those counters. Can be very expensive to get everything. Simon loves the Kickstarter. I didn't realize you could Spider get in on Amazon for like $20. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. Marvel United is a lot of content that usually ends up with very few games spent playing it, but it is a beautiful game. It's a gorgeous game. 100%. We actually may just go ahead and take this attack. Why am I exhausted? Oh, I defended against. Because we can just charge card. Nah. Go do the thing. It's so tough to. I guess if we draw into a Powerful Punch, we'll be good. Let's use a charge card to play an Unflappable. Bye, Simon. Are you good? I think the only Simon I have had Blood Rage. I have had Rising Sun. I think those may be the only Simon games I've had. Both of which I've traded now. We got 2 doubles. She's down to 2. We are close enough to deck out so that we could potentially use Warpath. I kind of like having Warpath just on the table. But if we use Warpath to knock the tough here, we can take out Vertigo in the villain phase without ever drawing into anything. The only thing that could save us would be like a counter punch. We've seen both of those, or a powerful punch, and we've seen both of those. So let's go ahead and just use Warpath to knock this tough. And then we can hang on to the doubles and not feel too bad, knowing that we're going to take Vertigo out using a Electrostatic and a Gambit staff. We have a Nick Fury. We're not taking damage, so we can also use Gambit to block the next attack. We could also just throw Warpath in front of it. I went all in on DC United Kickstarter. That's the one that I have played. I've played Flash, and I love Flash. I think Flash is my favorite DC character, and I had a lot of fun with Flash. Got Molecular, another double. Royal Flush. And a charge card. Alrighty, well that's fun. Hopefully we draw some cool stuff. Alrighty, we got one. We're going to go ahead and give her... We're going to stun Nick. Vertigo is going to attack for 1. Plus 1 is 2. We are going to Gambit Staff to deal 1 damage here. And then we're going to defend for 3. Boost card is this activation is an attack against overkill, piercing, and range. No! So mainly it pierces. But we don't take any damage. So a couple things are going to happen here. Electrostatic. Actually, I guess we get to choose. Unflappable will draw us into a energy barrier. Gambit's Guild Armor will ready. Change of our Electrostatic Armor will ping. Which actually she goes under routed. And we're going to get a new villain. I would sell my entire Marvel Champions collection for DC Champions. Yeah. Gambit is one of my favorite heroes in this game. I like Gambit a lot. DC Champions would be so dope. Oh, that'd be really cool. We got Chimera. Chimera is... Spend 2 mental resources or she gets +2 for the attack. She is a 2/2. And comes in with 14 health. And now there's 1 villain under routed. Yeah, I think like I'm more of a Marvel fan than DC, but I would also am so down for new content regardless. Oh, Superhuman Hulk team up would be sick though. That'd be awesome. Chimera's immediately going to attack us. Which I think is rude. We'll block with Nick. Why did I think that she was attacking twice? She's not attacking twice. I don't know why I had it in my head that she was going to be attacking twice. We're going to give her +2. Nick's going to block. Well, we're getting our encounter set, which is a quick strike minion, which is scary. We know this now. So Nick dies. And then Belladonna comes in. She's attacking twice, which is the scary part. So the first attack is the quick strike here. We will defend, deal 1 damage there. Did I change a fortune? I definitely didn't. Yeah, so change of fortune draws 1, 2. Okay, all of the doubles. I have all the doubles. Every single double. Okay. Then we've got the Assassin's Guild. After an assassin minion attacks and defeats a character, place 2 threat there. That comes in with 4. And then we need a acceleration. Then it's the minion's turn to attack. She's going to attack again. And we're just going to take it to the face this time. No, because it's a Morlock. That's fine. Morlocks are pretty hardy. Oof. Then these get shuffled in. To be fair, you could easily reskin champions into DC. It'd just be... I think there are people doing that in the custom community. It already exists. Oh, yeah, there you go, Wood Dog. It already exists on TTS on Steam, but I haven't messed with it at all. Nice. Encounter card. Badoon Grunt. We are engaged with another minion. Take that, Badoon Grunt. Okay, and we have more money than we know what to do with. Let's go ahead and get a charge counter. X-Jet and Molecular Acceleration will play Iceman. Comes in with 3 freeze counters. Genius will play an Energy Barrier. We're going to get a card or counter. We're going to play Royal Flush. Royal Flush. We're going to spend 3 counters, and then we're going to get 1 back. So we're going to end up with 5. So we're going to go 4 here. Badoon Grunt dies, and then 3 damage on Chimera. Alright, cool. We're going to hang on to the energy. And we're going to stand up. Iceman versus Hawkeye ally. Similar, but not sure who I like more. They serve different purposes. I think in their aspects that they come in, leadership for Hawkeye, green for Iceman, I like Iceman more. Got in a Marvel Champion somewhat recently. Do you think there's any hope I'll be able to find a Doctor Strange and Captain Hero pack that is... Geez, they're $130 now? I hope so. That's insane. There's Rogue. Rogue's back. Ooh, we got Never Back Down, which is great. I can't believe... I hope so. I don't think that they would not reprint it. It just seems like something that would be really easy to reprint. So, I'm hoping so. Captain America's 70? Jeez. Yeah, no, I'm hoping that they'll reprint soon. We're going to add 2 threat here. It takes us up to 3. Chimera is going to attack. We're going to interrupt Gambit's staff to take out Belladonna. And that's going to trigger Change of Fortune to draw us into a first hit and a Molecular Acceleration. Chimera is still attacking for 2. We are going to defend with Gambit using a Natural Agility, which is going to give us a +1. And X-Jet is going to play a Never Back Down. So we're defending for 3, 9, 11. And give a Morlock ally a Tough. And we get another Guild Assassin is +2. We take no damage. So, we stun Chimera. Gambit's Guild Armor readies. Electrostatic is going to deal 1 damage. Sweet. Our encounter card is a Badoon Grunt. We're going to deal ourselves a Self-Experimentation. Search the encounter deck and discard pile from Mr. Hyde and reveal him. Mr. Hyde is coming. Woo! Doctor Strange is 27 on Amazon right now. Okay. That's still a lot of money for a hero pack. Oh, the Wave 1 box set. I thought that was just... I guess like it makes sense. Captain America is 28. When a brute enemy would take any amount of damage, remove that much threat from this scheme instead. So we got a 5 threat. And Mr. Hyde is back. He's here. Oh, Unflappable also triggers to draw us a card. Yeah, that's fine. Never Back Down, and we get another card. Which is a Dark Design. Ooh, I hope I don't lose. She's going to scheme for 2, 3. Takes us up to 6. Okay, we have to deal with a threat. Alrighty. We're gonna have Warpath go ahead and thwart 2. Um, Actually, we're gonna hang off on that. Play Rogue. Get a counter. Hilarious. I can't use molecular acceleration for anything. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're flipping down and using Gambit and Creole Charmer to try and clear some stuff. Rogue, Iceman, and Creole Charmer can clear here and confuse Chimera. Warpath and just my straight ability can do some stuff as well. We're gonna go ahead and exhaust to shuffle Hide back into the very thin encounter deck. And then hopefully we can make it so that it's our encounter card. I've been enjoying Warpath here. He allowed us to kill Mr. Hyde. Okay. Flip down to Remy. Rogue, Iceman, and a energy will clear the main and confuse Chimera. Gambit, we're going to target the Assassin's Guild. He got Seek the Weak and a Guild Assassin. This is going to surge an alter ego. We're going to let that happen. We're going to remove 2 threats, and then Warpath is going to remove the last 2. It's going to knock Warpath out. So we are going to add 1, 2. Should I just have used... I think, actually, you know what? We're going to leave this out with 2. Warpath is instead going to take out the Badooon Grunt. This is reducing threat by 1. This is reducing threat by 2. And then Warpath gets to stay out. And we can use Warpath as the chump. Currently playing a 4-player Sinister Modus campaign. Oh, that's cool. Doctor Strange, Phoenix, Cyclops. That sounds sick. Having a blast. I love the Sinister Motives campaign. I think it's so good. Alrighty. We'll stand up. We got Never Back Down. We're going to toss that. We're going to toss First Hit. We're going to hang on to Molecular Acceleration, though. And we've got X. Nice. Royal Flush. Nice. Ironheart. Excellent. Powerful Punch. And a Change of Fortune. Got 1 threat here. Chimera is confused. Mr. Hyde will scheme for 1. Actually, it's 3 because I took off the... acceleration token before I was supposed to. Seek the Weak is going to surge into a Hide, which is going to surge, but we're going to give a tough to this Morlock. Then it's going to Drawing Nearer. Okay, well that's actually not a bad time to get the Drawing Nearer when we're already an alter ego. Discard an identity-specific card from our hand to discard this card. Watching that 4-hour 4-player game, Maurice Descry D20. Oh my gosh, yeah. That was a long game. We've had some long games, but those 4-player games, I typically think of a game, just a straight game of Marvel Champions solo. If I'm not streaming, takes 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. If I am streaming, I think of it about an hour. In a 4-player game, I think of a game of Marvel Champions being 4 hours if everyone... Or not 4 hours, I'm sorry, 2 hours. An hour and a half to 2 hours if everyone knows what they're doing. But like adding streaming on top of that, it gets long. It was fun though. It was a great time. All right, we're gonna discard the top card and place 1 here from drawing near. We're gonna discard, I guess, Royal Flush to get rid of drawing near. That's sad. Why did I stun Mr. Hyde? Hey, Brant. 2 hours of 4 players. There are a handful of villains that take longer, but most are 2 or less. Nice. We could. I guess we Remy here. It's Remy on Assassin's Guild. Got 1 and 1. Gains an overkill attack. This is going to be an encounter card. So we'll just remove 1, I guess. We will flip up to Gambit. We're going to go ahead and grab one of these charge counters. Let's have Warpath go ahead and deal 2 damage to Mr. Hyde. Just going to knock Warpath out. Opening up our ally slots for Professor X to come in. Confuse Chimera. X will go ahead and thwart the main. Iceman will take this out. Has anyone done a 4-player king game? I have not. Not done. I wouldn't be surprised if Brand had, though. There's a channel that does 4-player games a lot. Often well under... I think that is Brandt's channel. Step into the portal. The Shibi. I've had 2-handed games against Ronin. Take me 2 and... Oh, that's fair. There are definitely outliers. Who's my favorite hero for casual playing with what aspect? For casual play. What do you mean? Can you define casual play real quick? 4-player king. It was awesome. Nice. That's awesome. Nice. Rogue will go ahead and take this down to 1. I don't know if Iceman goes in this deck. I don't know if I like Iceman in this deck too much. Which we have a lot of cards that we're able to cut. Just when you have some time to kill. I like Domino. I think she's awesome. Or Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and X-Jet, overplay Iceman with Ironheart, which will draw us into a energy barrier. But if the minions are stunned, then we don't get to defend against them and we don't get to kill them. So I don't know if it deserves this spot in the deck. This Morlock will go ahead and go 1 damage here. Just knocking the tough off. We'll stand up. Got an energy barrier. We'll hang on to that. Daredevil. Natural agility. Genius. And a come get me, bub. We'll go 2 here. Chimera is stunned. We'll block X here. Gambit staff will go ahead and deal 1 damage. Yeah. Well, or do we not? Oh, this is actually... Oh, hide formula is going to have him attack me regardless. Okay, well, that works. Yeah, so Professor X will just take the attack. I forgot that she was stunned. Hide formula. If Mr. Hyde is in play, give him a tough status card. Then he attacks you. So he's going to attack me again. We're going to defend with Gambit. Natural agility will give us +1 charge counter. And we take no damage. We get to ready with a guild armor. Unflappable triggers to draw us into a Nick Fury. And then electro stagger armor knocks it off. Well, Nick is kind of fun. Chimera is confused. She has 10 health. I think we're starting to get ready to just be able to... We have enough charge counters to... We have 1 Royal Flush in the discard pile. A Royal Flush is a great finisher. Energy Barrier, Come Get Me Bub, and a Genius will play Nick Fury. We'll draw 3 cards. Powerful Punch, Energy Barrier, and a Come Get Me Bub. Powerful Punch deals 4 damage. We can take it up to 7, which can take out Mr. Hyde in this upcoming phase. So we're just going to hang on to him. Let's have Rogue go ahead and thwart here. Ironheart will go ahead and take herself out by hitting Chimera for 1, which then opens up our slot for Daredevil. Daredevil is going to throw 1 damage here. Mainly because then we can save our staff if we want to. Or a charge counter. Alright. Nick is going to go ahead and I guess just throw 2 damage at Chimera. Because he can take the retaliate because he's about to die. Chimera's at 7. So probably next round is a good one that we can throw and use Change of Fortune on Chimera and take her out. Gambit didn't do anything, so he will throw 2 damage at Chimera, take a retaliate. Then we'll stand up. You got Powerful Punch, Charge card. I wish I had Warpath. Creole Charmer, Jocasta, and a charge card. 2. We'll block with Nick. We'll use Gambit's staff to go ahead and throw 1 damage at Mr. Hyde. Nick is blocking a Chimera with 3. And then +2. That takes Nick out. Mr. Hyde is going to attack. We are going to interrupt. X-Jet and charge card. We'll play Powerful Punch. When an enemy initiates an attack, deal 4 damage to the enemy. And we're going to spend 2 charge counters to take him out before he even attacks. This is considered that we defend, so we'll Unflappable to draw into a Thieves Guild. Change of Fortune to draw into a Royal Flush and a Never Back Down. The Royal Flush Never Back Down combo here is pretty cool because we can have Chimera, or not Chimera, but the new villain attack us, defend with a Never Back Down, and profit. The Bengals are making me very sad. The Bengals are, yeah. 91 pass completion rate from a rookie quarterback. That's not a defense you want. Having Professor X and Nick Fury together in a bin X-Men deck still work. Oh yeah, non-X-Men. Yeah. Professor X is great. Alrighty, Chimera. Oh, we just took out Mr. Hyde. Calvin Zabo. Mr. Hyde is in play. Discard this card. He attacks you. When defeated, we're going to get Mr. Hyde. I don't think I've ever encountered Mr. Hyde this many times with this encounter set. It's kind of insane. Alrighty. Villain has You know what? I think we're kind of good here. Okay. Chimera has 14 health. No, 5 health. 14 health. Jeez. Let's let's use Creel Charmer and the Thieves Guild to play a charged card. We're going to charge the card and use that immediately. So that's going to take out Chimera. Bring in our last villain. The Chiefs game was terrible. Bengals had it won. They always screw themselves. Yeah. 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 Second then we've lost to Confused. We've got Harpoon. When Harpoon attacks you or an ally, take 2 indirect damage or give him 1 additional face down boost card for this attack. Okay. He will immediately attack us. 3 indirect damage. 1, 2. No. 2, 3. We'll go down to 6. We'll be good with that. So he's attacking for 3. We're going to defend. With a never back down. So we're defending for 5. He's attacking for 3. No whammies. Give the villain a tough status card. All right. So he attacked us for 4. We take no damage. Which means that Guild Armor gets to ready us. The Electrostatic Armor is going to ping the tough here. And since we took no damage, he is stunned. And he comes in with 13 health. My current job is sorting 75,000 magic cards at your store. Jeez. Thank you for your videos and live streams, keeping me sane. That's a lot of cards. Was that... that can't have been one person, right? We're going to hang on to Royal Flush because that's going to be our lethal next round. I think we're going to keep Rogue. We're going to keep Daredevil. Calvin is going to be chilling with us as well. So let's just stand up. Or we could have Rogue thwart the main. He's only scheming at 1, though. We're going to go up to 4. Let's just have Daredevil thwart down the main. Knock him out. But I'm not going to lose... Oh, and then we have Gambit. Gambit will go ahead and hit Harpoon for 1, 2. We'll take 2 retaliate down to 4. All right. Stand up. Gambit with taunt. Yeah. I do like a Gambit. Ooh, natural agility. It does not really matter, actually. Molecular acceleration. And a first hit. We can first hit our way. I mean, that's probably not a bad idea. We got 2. Stun. No, I think he would come in immediately, though. Calvin's going to initiate an attack. Staff is going to hit Harpoon for 1. We don't need it. We don't need it. We're going to defend his attack. We are good. Gambit Guild Armor readies us. Static Armor does 1. Unflappable draws us into a strength. And we've got Murad and Anezy comes in with 5 threat. Then Harpoon has 10 health. AKA not enough health. We'll have Rogue go ahead and hit him for 2. Take him down to 8. Then we got Molecular Acceleration. First hit. Charge card. We'll use 3 counters. There you go. I thought that deck worked a lot better than I was expecting. I actually really liked this. I think I cut Iceman. I don't think you need Iceman in this deck. Because the stunning is not super important. You could probably cut an energy barrier. Go down to without the energy barrier. Like Powerful Punch, like Nick. So yeah, I think we cut out an energy barrier. Cut out Iceman. Warpath did well. Yeah, and you run at a higher than normal deck size, but I think that's kind of fine. What are these cards? Oh, the counter punches I really did like. I honestly, this has probably been my favorite Change of Fortune deck I've run. I just remember Tony Tail's channel is gone. Hope he's okay. Yeah, he is. Well, he was, at least when he stopped the channel. He was kind of just focusing more on family. I know they just had a new child and everything. So last contact I had, which is right after he ended the channel, he was doing well. Feels similar with Iceman that I'd rather have Gambit instead of an ally. Of course, you couldn't do that in this deck. Yeah, Gambit would be sick. I really liked this deck. I thought this was a ton. Hey, the hiccups all of a sudden. Thought this was a ton of fun. Nice. Okay, we're gonna play Nightcrawler. I think we're gonna go Aggression Nightcrawler. Anybody have a villain suggestion? I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen. If you have a villain suggestion, throw it up in the chat, and we'll see if I take the suggestion or not. Zola. Okay, I like Zola. Let's do Zola. It's a wild game and deck. I really like this. I have the deck actually built on CDB, which I don't really normally do very frequently. But I'll probably publish this one. I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna cut out Iceman and Energy Barrier. I think that drops us down to 44 cards, which at that point you're fine. With Sauron, I don't want to touch Sauron ever again. Ultron with his Retaliate. We'll go Ultron with our Justice game. Change of Fortune and Powerful Punch with Rocket. Ooh, sick. That's cool. With the new mod from the Nightcrawler pack. Alrighty. I like the Crazy Gang. It's fun. I think that's fun. Alrighty, cool. I'll see you all very, very soon. Wrong button.